External Affairs Minister has hit out at Rahul Gandhi on the issue of LAC and China. In a stinging attack, the Congress MP Jaishankar has said that him or the Modi government are not afraid of naming China, declaring it was the Modi government that sent troops to LAC and not Rahul Gandhi. The Congress has been cornering the Modi government over its China policy. A few days ago, the Congress had said that the government's strategy in dealing with Chinese in Ladakh was like DDLJ, deny, distract, lie and justify.
He is saying that neither Mr. Modi nor you even mentioned China.
If we were being accommodative, who sent the Indian army to the LAC? Rahul Gandhi didn't send them. Narendra Modi sent them. We have today the largest peacetime deployment in our history on the China border. And please notice, I said China, C-H-I-N-A.
The op-eds which come in foreign media, George Soros' statement on democracy,
Right,
which say Mr. Modi's image has got hurt. The BJP, on the other hand, says that there's a conspiracy.
There is a phrase, war by other means. There is also, think of it, this is politics by another means. Why suddenly, there's a surge of reports and, attention and views. I mean, were some of these things not happening earlier? You had to make a documentary. Many things happened in Delhi in 1984. Why didn't we see a documentary on that? You think the timing is accidental? I mean, let me tell you one thing. I don't know if election season has started in India and Delhi or not, but for sure it has started in London and New York.
All right, so there you heard Jaishankar right there, External Affairs Minister, hitting out at Rahul Gandhi on the issue of LAC and on China. In fact, this is coming in because the Congress has been cornering the Modi government over the China issue, the China policy, and the Congress said that the government strategy in dealing with Chinese in Ladakh was like DDLJ. And no, they're not referring to the movie that you know, they're referring to deny, distract, lie and justify. And then you had a scathing attack at the Congress MP. Jaishankar said that him or the Modi government are not afraid of naming China, declaring that it was the Modi government that sent troops to LAC. You heard him say that right there, and not Rahul Gandhi. Geeta Mohan now joins us for the very latest. Geeta, we see the Congress and the BJP time and again debate on this particular narrative, this particular issue that is going on. But what is the situation at the moment when it comes to the Chinese policy?
Well, Chaiti, it is a political spat right now between the dispensation and the opposition. Having said that, there are concerns with regards to what China is doing at the border with India. Also, it is natural for the opposition to ask questions of the current dispensation, and it is incumbent upon the dispensation to answer to the questions on China. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister of India, only acting on behalf of the government, responded to the opposition in same measure, saying that it is not the opposition but the government that is doing what it should do to take on China and to contain China at the borders. We do know that the deployment and the firmness with which the Indian dispensation and the Indian forces have acted against China is something that one needs to look at and look into. But having said that, the opposition also talking about the fact that this is unprecedented, the manner in which China has entered Indian territory, sitting in areas that are very sensitive in the across the line of actual control in eastern areas of Ladakh, certainly an area of concern, and the duty of the opposition to ask questions, Chaiti. So this will continue till the time we see an actual de-escalation and disengagement at the border.
Absolutely. So what is the sense you're picking up as far as de-escalation is concerned? Because, the opposition must, like you rightly pointed out, ask these questions, and the government has to answer the opposition as well. That's what a successful democracy really is all about. At the moment, what is the de-escalation strategy looking like from the government?
Well, in terms of conversations and dialogue between India and China, Chaiti, there have been different levels of dialogue, whether it's military or diplomatic. But in terms of disengagement and de-escalation, we have seen some forward movement, but there's a lot that needs to be done from the Chinese side. Now, this comes at a time when India is not just the host of G20, but also the host of SCO. So we will be seeing the Chinese leadership come to India, beginning with the foreign ministers SCO meet. And that's where we might see, with the change of foreign minister in China, we might see whether if there's going to be a forward movement or whether if it's going to be status quo, which certainly is not status quo for India. India would want to go back to the days when China respected and honored the patrolling points and moved back to the erstwhile areas that they were positioned in.